let me show you how to draft and sew this beautiful guy you see on the screen. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Style by Please. If you are interested to watch this video to the end, please kindly subscribe, like, share and comment on this video if you find this video helpful. So let's get started. Welcome back guys. Here are the materials I will be working with. These are my scissors, tape rule, ruler, and of course my pattern paper. So guys, here is my shoulder line. Here's my shoulder line, my bust points, under bust, waist, and the full length of the top gown. So this is me just trying to label them so that we will not be confused here. So this is the full length of the top. Okay, so guys, I will just come to the shoulder line and take my shoulder measurement divided by 2. Okay, so I'm just going to place it on the shoulder line and marked it. Okay, so this is my shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then I'm just going to add the sleeve length. Okay, your desired sleeve length. So I added about 10 inches to my actual shoulder line, making it 17 inches. So coming to the bust points line, I will also mark the same thing as I marked at the shoulder line. So after that I'm just going to come to the under bust and divide my under bust measurement by 4. So after dividing my under bust measurement by 4, I'm going to place it at the under bust line and I'm going to add 1.5 inches for my seam allowance. Okay, so coming to the waistline, I'm still going to divide my waist measurement by 4 and also add 1.5 inches as my seam allowance. Coming to the full length of those top, I'm going to divide my hip measurement divided by 4. Then after dividing it, I'm going to place it at this line here and also mark it and add my seam allowance of 1.5. So I'm just going to connect all these dots together to make it a line. Now the next step is to come to the edge part and come in by 2 inches and just create a kind of slant like this, a kind of curve like this. Okay, so basically we are done for that part. We come to this neckline and I'm going to mark 3 inches for the wideness of the neck and for the deepness of the neck for the front. Like, I'm just going to come down from this part for my shoulder slope from by 1 inches. Then I'm going to connect the 1 inches down to the 3 inches neck width. Okay, so after that, now we are going to take the depth of the neckline. So for the depth of this neckline, for the back, we are going to use the bust points measurement, like the bust points line here, and that will serve as our back neckline, how deep I want it. Okay, I'm just going to slant it like this, like V neckline. So for the front, I'm just going to place it back so that we will understand. So for the front, I will also maintain the under bust line. Okay, this is the front neckline. So I'm still going to place it the front here so that we will not be confused. So we now know the front and the back neckline now. So that's it for guys. So for the basque waist, I'm coming down from the waist by 1 inches. Then I'm just going to slant it to the edge of the edge like so. Hope you are seeing it, what I'm trying to say. So after that, now we are basically done with the drafting. So we are going to cut out the back first. Okay, because the back is the highest. Okay, hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. So I'm just going to cut it like so and just follow my lines, and I'm just going to cut it. So after cutting it this way, so we'll come to this under bust here and we are going to slat it open like this. So guys, this is it after cutting. So the next thing is to transfer this pattern to my fabric, and we are going to cut out the back first before cutting the front. So guys, I've cut out the back and you can see that I added my zipper allowance and I added half an inch by the side, while for the shoulder I add 1 inches for my drawstring. For this part I decided to add to the fullness, okay, so that it will have full gathering. So guys, this is the center of the back. You can see I added some inches, like half an inch, and this part here is the zipper allowance, and use about 1.5 zipper allowance, and I just give add some allowance at the top and at the back, at the down. Okay, remember it's not basque waist. And here is the front part. You can see I added some allowance around, and this part here is the upper part for the front. I've already cut out my neckline, and I also added some allowance, like some inches, to the fullness also. So the next thing we are going to do now is to bring the front. So after bringing the front, what we are going to do is just to bring out some pieces to turn it. Okay, I'm just going to sew and turn it. So guys, I finished sewing it and I use my hemming gum to hem it down. Okay, this is the back. I've sewn and I use hemming gum to hem it down. So this is the front. So the next thing we're going to do now is to bring the front here like this and just look for the midpoint, and I'm going to notch the midpoint like this. So after notching the midpoints, so I'm just going to bring one of the upper parts, because there are two. So I'm going to bring the one of it, and so I will just start from the midpoint, which is the notch part there. So from this part that I turn, I will not gather it. I will just leave it there and I will gather the remaining part. I'll just gather the remaining part like this. Okay. So guys, after gathering it, so I will just gather. Note that I will not gather the part that I turn. I use the pieces to turn. Note that. So I will just use this other part now to overlap the other parts that I use the pieces to turn, and I will gather the remaining parts. Hope you understand. So guys, here it is guys. You can see I use one of the pieces to overlap the other one, and I gather the remaining part. So this is the result of what I'm just trying to say. And you can see I use this part like this to overlap it. Okay, hope you understand. So I'm just going to use the lining to cover these rough edges. I'm just going to sew it and close the rough edge of the side. Okay, so let me quickly do that and show you guys how it is. I will still do the same thing to the back as well. You can see I did not uh, I did not gather the zipper allowance part. I just sew it straight and I gather the rest part. Okay, and I'm still going to use the lining to cover it up. Okay, I'm just going to use the line to cover the rough edges at the side. So guys, this is it. This is what I'm just trying to say. And you can see the inside is very neat, and you can see the side is as well as neat. Okay, and for this V part, I just to stitch it like this. You can see the back and the front is as neat, and you can see I'm just going to stitch the down part. You can see the zipper allowance. I did not gather it. So the next thing I'm going to do now is just to come to this um the shoulder part. Remember we added 1 inches to our pattern paper, so we are going to sew out the 1 inches out, and we're just going to, so after sewing we are going to create the space for the drawstring. Okay, so guys, I've finished sewing it. Like I said before, that I'm going to create this space for the drawstring. So I'm just going to open it up like this. Then I'm going to fold it about half an inch inward like so, and I'm going to top stitch it on it. And we've already created the drawstring. You can see how beautiful it comes out. So guys, the next step is to fold the sleeve, which is the hem part of the sleeve, and ensure that you leave the part that you will insert the drawstring. Hope you understand. Just fold your sleeve and leave that part that you will insert your drawstring. Then after that, just go ahead to close the side like so. Okay. So guys, after closing the side, this is how it is. I use half an inch for the sleeve part, then 1 inches for the side, because we already use half inches to turn it inside the rough edges. Is I hope you understand. So now the next thing is to just what I'm going to do is just measure the full down parts for our down part. I don't know if you understand, which is the full waist. Okay, I'm just taking my full waist measurement. Okay, for to have the ruffles for the down parts. Hope you understand what I'm trying to explain. So I'm just trying to get the from the shoulder to where this back where this part is, so that I will minus it from the down part. Hope you understand what I'm trying to explain here. So guys, this is the down part, and I have about the waist divide times 3, which is I multiply the times 3. Like let's assume the waist is 36, I times 36 times 3 to have the down part, so that the gathering will be full. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say here. So this is it. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to just leave about half an 1 inches for seam allowance and go ahead to gather it all over. So guys, this is it after gathering it, and this is how it looks like. And see the Basque waist there like so. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a huge thumbs up, and if you are enjoying this video, please hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so that when I upload the video, you will get to see the video. Okay, thank you so much. So at this part now, I'm just trying to insert my rope into this piece here. Okay, I'm just trying to insert it inside for our drawstring. So when you get to the top part like this, I'm just going to toe stitch on it so that it will be secured there. Okay, so I'm just going to toe stitch on it like so, and do the same thing to the other side. So guys, this is what I'm talking about, and I've done it. So you can see I've secured it on the other side, and you can go ahead to drag it anyhow you want it, and this is how it looks like. So guys, the next thing is to add my zipper allowance. Okay, I will add my zip to my zipper allowance. If you are finding this video helpful, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell. Please just give me a comment on the comment section and like this video. I will be very happy if you do the same. If you do this too for me, I will be very happy. So this is the final look of this top, and I will just go ahead to put it on my mannequin so that you see the result on my mannequin. Okay, just stay tuned. So guys, and here is the final look of this beautiful girl we just made. Please, if you like this video and if it's helpful to you, like, share and comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.